In this video, you will learn how to create and submit a license application for an individual or sole proprietor. Use the online wizard. And finally, you will affirm a declaration that your information is true and submit the application. Click the Getting Started link at the top of the menu to view all available activities. Now click Select under Licensing. Then on the licensing dashboard, click the button labeled Apply for License. The available licenses are grouped by categories, and you may need to scroll down to see every category. Click the button with the name of the license type you are applying for. The new application wizard will now start. The application starts in a new status. If you are purchasing a business with an active liquor license, you may qualify for a temporary operating permit, or TOP. Select the Request Temporary License checkbox, and you will then be prompted to enter the current business license number. You may add any secondary licenses or endorsements if applicable. To do this, click the plus icon. This will bring up a pop-up window. On the pop-up window, check the name or names to relate secondary license types to the application. Once chosen, click the Select button. Select whether to create a new licensee or to use an existing one. If existing is selected, a licensee associated with your user profile must be selected. New licensees will be entered on the next wizard screen. Next, select whether or not the license will be managed by an agent. Then, click the Next button to continue. For a new licensee, the system will insert a licensee step into the wizard. On this screen, choose Individual from the drop-down list. The system will ask you to identify licensee details. If you wish to populate the license details with information from your online profile, click the Use My Information checkbox. Any mandatory fields shown by a red asterisk must be completed. Note that a social security number will be required, but will be encrypted from view in the system. Please identify the contact information and the preferred contact method. Note that the required field will change depending upon the selection here. Select a marital status. If married, you must either select the Yes button on the spousal affidavit question and upload an affidavit of spousal non-participation, or you must select the No button and enter the spouse's details, including social security number. Next, you will enter addresses. A correspondence address for the licensee is required. You may also enter mailing and physical addresses at this time. If the licensee's physical address is the same as the mailing address, click the Same as Mailing Address checkbox. Click Next to proceed forward, or you may also now select Previous to go back. Clicking the Save icon or the Delete icon will save or delete the application respectively. The Steps bar at the top of the screen allows you to move to other steps. Next is the step of the application where information about the premises, which is the location where the license will be used, will be entered. Select the premises type from the drop-down list. Enter the premises name and the optional operator name. Select the city from the drop-down list, and then select whether or not the premises is inside or outside corporate limits. Enter the physical address in the map search bar or select a point on the map. If the location cannot be found on the map, or the map is temporarily offline, check the Enter Address Manually checkbox and enter the address in the text box that will appear. A premise must have a physical street address. Post office boxes are not allowed for the premise's physical address, but may be used for the mailing address. Indicate whether you are leasing or own the premises. If you are leasing, you must select a lease expiration date. Enter the premise's contact information, or click the checkbox to use your profile information for the contact information. Enter the name and email address for the manager of the premises. When all premises information has been entered, click the Next button to move to the Questions section of the application. The Questions page will have a number of defined questions. These may include yes or no responses, or text entry. In some instances, a response will result in a subset of additional questions. All questions must be completed in order to submit the application. You may clear all your answers by clicking the Clear Answers button shown here. When all questions have been answered, click the Next button. Now the Documents page opens. This page will specify which documents may be uploaded as part of the license application. If a document is required, a check mark will appear next to the document type in the table. If no check mark is present, the document is optional. In some cases, forms are provided under the Sample Forms column, indicated by a download icon. Click this icon to download the form to your computer. Upload documents by clicking the plus icon or by dragging and dropping files from your operating system into this area here. If you add a document, you will need to select the document type from the drop-down list. Once all documents have been uploaded, click Next. The final step of the license application allows a review and then submittal. The system will provide an application number and related details. The license type and licensee reflects your previous selections. Then the licensing fees will be displayed. You must complete the declaration statement by clicking the checkbox, and then click the Pay and Submit button. You will then be taken to the Nebraska payment system where you can enter your payment details. Once all fees are paid, the application is submitted.